DICE, please make these maps an official rotation already. I don't know why you guys didn't do that right away once you guys release these maps, because getting gameplay on these two specific maps was very harsh. Like, every match that I got on one of these maps, I had to sweat. I was drenched by the end of all these clips that I had to get for this game. So please, DICE, soon make a playlist. I want to get some more clips of these maps so you guys can watch this a little bit more when I talk about Battlefield 5 content. But still, I wanted to talk about the new update that happened for Battlefield and some of the things that they added in, which a couple of these maps they added in some tweaks to the submachine guns, and actually something really cool here, which I want to talk about really quickly before we dive into the current update, is that news about the update 4.6 will feature more quality of life additions related to communication of health and ammo resources. Thank God! And they also say DICE will be adding 3D minimap icons for ammo and medic crates. Dude, oh my God, that is amazing. That's outstanding, because that's probably the #1 thing that I hate in Battlefield 5 right now, is just the whole deal of health and ammo. It's impossible to get, it's impossible to find. So at least when someone does drop one on the map, I can see it and I can go there. You know, instead of having to run all the way back to the map, your main spawn to get ammo, or hopefully you find someone who's nice enough to give you something, because the majority of the time they don't even know. They don't know that you need ammo. They don't know that you need meds. So it is kind of nice to be able to see these crates on the ground. So that is a great addition. That's going to be happening later, not just yet. Sadly, I wish this was happening now. But now we're going to be talking about the current state of Battlefield 5. So update 4.4 for Battlefield 5 is, you know, it's hard to complain about it. It's hard to complain about it because I want something more for this game. And they gave something more for this game, but it's not in the exact way that I wanted. I like that they did polish some of the things off in this game and stuff like that, but these maps that we got, I'm sorry for butchering this name here, I'm going to try my hardest, Lofoten Islands, and then Provence. This one right here is the Islands map. You're going to be seeing Provence in the next clip. I'll probably slip it in there. But they're nice. They're cool maps. It's a great addition. My problem is that I don't play Squad Conquest and TDM enough to even really care about the additions of these maps. Now, the Islands map it's okay. It reminds me a lot of Firestorm. Almost exactly. Like, almost, nah, not almost, exactly like Firestorm. Perfectly aligned with both. So I don't really care for that one. It doesn't really give me anything else. But the other map is pretty unique. I enjoy it. It looks beautiful. It's gorgeous. My issue is that they don't fit for the Conquest or Breakthrough or any large-scale game mode. Now, for me, that's an issue, because those are my favorite game modes when I play Battlefield titles. I don't really play too much TDM or, you know, Squad Conquest or anything like that. That's just not my forte. You know, I love Conquest. I love the large-scale battles and Battlefield. That's why I play it for. So it would have been great to see these maps added into the large-scaled combat. I would have loved to see them expand with them and add some variety. But the problem is that would take work. That would take time and effort. These maps were designed for their competitive 5v5 mode, which is clearly not coming out anymore. It's completely canceled. So they just gave it to us anyways. So for them to have to rework these maps completely to make them in the game, me personally, I would love to see it. That's what I would personally want out of it, just to add some more content. Maybe later down the line you could possibly add these in to make them Conquest maps. But then at the same time, I understand why you're not doing it. There's plenty of other things you need to work on in this game. There's plenty of other things that you need to fix. So putting all of your focus on trying to expand these maps that weren't even previously made for Conquest. These were specifically made for the competitive mode that just didn't work out for them. So they're just giving it to us. So I can understand both sides, but me being a little picky, I would still love to see this as a Conquest map. Then comes a bunch of changes that we see with the rifles and some machine guns, which, you know, it's whatever. It's things that I think are not really necessarily needed to make this game better at the moment. I think it's other things they could have focused on much more that would have drawn people back to their title compared to messing with the subs. Because I don't really see that much change with the submachine guns. You know, they did change some of the stuff in the progression tree and stuff like that. And some of the performances of the weapons as well, as I heard, but I don't really feel it. Honestly, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just going crazy and maybe they did really do something to the subs. But I've always loved the submachine guns in Battlefield 5. That's one of the things I actually think they did amazing, is giving the medics a submachine gun. Even though at first I was like, I kind of miss having an AR. But if you think about it, the AR is definitely for assaulting. I want to push a little bit more, and I can position myself in different angles as well. It's just an all-around good weapon. If I'm attacking a tank, I'd prefer to have an STG, so I can keep my range for infantry, and at the same time, I can pretty much still gun down the tank. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to a medic, you have to push into specific areas, whether you have to breach a building or something like that, and they still give you options with having, you know, semi-auto rifles or something like that. And hopefully in future titles, when they make a modern day title again, maybe they'll give you DMRs that you can use or carbine rifles that you can use as a medic, but mostly submachine guns work great with the medic class. It honestly fits perfectly. So I'm always using the submachine gun because for me, in Battlefield titles, health is definitely key. Health is really key because it's definitely a longer regen time to get your health back compared to a Call of Duty game. So being able to regen it yourself and just get it back so much quicker is definitely key to being able to push a lot and, you know, have aggressive gameplay and stuff like that. That's why when I play Assault and stuff like that, or Assault class, Support class, Recon, I get annoyed with the game because I always have to constantly fall back to get health. But I use the subs a lot. So I think they're pretty much still the same. I don't really see much change. I don't think it's that much to, you know, get hype about. So overall, I'll just say it's a cool little update. It's something nice that we can see in Battlefield 5. No, it is not even a chance that this will bring anybody to play the game. Nobody new is going to purchase their game off of this update, or nobody's going to actually come back to this game that previously left because they're bored with it. There's not much really coming. And I think today is the 4th of September. This is when I'm recording this. But I think on the 5th, which is tomorrow, which this video will go up on the channel on the 5th. So I guess I'm going to say today, I think there's a new Ties of War coming out, but I'm not sure. But I think it's going to be new weapons coming out in that, which will be pretty cool. It's about time that we get some new weapons. But that's mostly all I'm getting hype about. You know, that's the only thing I really think is going to be the best part about this whole update, is finally seeing some new weapons instead of getting knives. I'm tired of knives. I don't want melee weapons anymore. So it's nice to see that we're going to get some new additions to the weapons coming up soon. But I think the only thing that will really draw people back into this game, the only thing that will actually get the hype train back in rolling, is if they can make this game better. Quality of life is a huge thing. And them saying that they're going to add in icons on the minimap and stuff like that to show where the health crates are and ammo crates and stuff that your teammates drop is definitely a step in the right direction. If they can make this game and polish it off and make it feel good again, make it feel like a solid Battlefield game, and the Pacific finally drops, I am all in. I am ready to try this game. Well, obviously, I'm still playing. Not try this game, but I'm ready to get back on the hype train again once the Pacific comes out. And I think a lot of people are going to be drawn back in once all the new factions come in and we finally get a lot of new maps and new variety, new weapons and stuff like that. By then, I think this game is going to be actually solid. I am pretty hyped to see what they have planned, but still to this day, it's a boring game. At this point in time, it's very boring. Nobody's going to hop back on it because of this update 4.4. It's not happening. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into yet another one. Also, if you want to catch me streaming, I will be streaming later tonight. Probably around, I would say, maybe like 9:30 p.m.-ish. The usual time I usually hop on stream. But you guys can catch that stream over on Twitch at JbowenDaMan. I really appreciate that if you show up. Also, if you're new to the channel and you're checking out this video through a YouTube search or something like that, always subscribe if you enjoy what you saw. And then you probably would like to subscribe if you watched this far. So don't be afraid to hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell notification button as well to get notified on all of my recent uploads. Also, guys, if you want to help me out just a little bit more, you can always follow me on Twitter at JbowenDaMan. You You can catch me talking about anything that's gaming related or posting some behind the scenes sauce back there. I'm trying to reach the 300 follower mark, which is taking a little bit longer because Twitter is hard for me to grow on. Twitch and YouTube is definitely a lot easier for me to expand with. But if you guys can help me out and go ahead and follow over there, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.